Coming now soon, we have coming in 2 weeks Chag Chanuka. So let's talk a little bit about that to know what we should do and how we should do. I want to tell you a little bit about the lighting of the candles. What is the proper time to light the candles of Chanuka? These things are important to know, because you have to know everything has its own rules and everything has its own timing. Everything has its own schedule. So the truth is, that there's different customs about when to light the Chanuka candle. According to the Gaon Levina, he says you should light the Chanuka candle after Shkiat Chama, when the sun goes down. Already they light, and many Ashkenazim do like this. They light after Shkiat Chama. They don't wait till Tzedek Kochavim, which is like 13 and a half minutes later. They don't do that. They just like right after Shkiat Chama. So what they do is, because they're lighting the candles of Chanukah Shkiat Chama, what they do is, and in Eretz Israel I used to see this, many times. They pray Mincha, and then they go home to light the Chanukah candles, and then they come back after to do Arvit. Why? Because they don't want to do Arvit at the time of Shkiat Chama, because at that time they're lighting the Chanukah candles. So they go home, they come back, and they light, they come back to do Arvit. So why? Because they want to do also Arvit at the right time, at night. So they can be Yotzei Kriyat Shema. This is the reason why they do it this way. So this is the way it's done for the Ashkenazim. Many of the Ashkenazim have this custom like this, like the Gra. The truth is, most of the poskim say Shulchan Aruch, and this is our custom, that we do. We light the Chanukah candles not at Shkiat Chama, not at sunset. We do it at Tzedek Kochavim. So when it's Tzedek Kochavim, as we already mentioned, right, several times, 13 and a half minutes after Shkia. So 15 minutes, after Shkia, right, that's a good time to light Chanukah candles. So meaning what? That because of this, right, the Sfarim, we do a different schedule. What we do is, we do Mincha, and then right after we do Arvit. At Shkiat Chama. We don't wait till Tzedek Kochavim. Why? Because if you wait till Tzedek Kochavim, Chanukah candles are going to light late already. It's too late. So what we do is at Shkiat Chama, Chanukah candles, Arvit, and then we go right straight home, and light the Chanukah candles right away. This is the proper time to light the Chanukah candles. That's why the truth is, in Yerushalayim, I'll tell you, on Chanukah, during Chanukah, between Mincha and Arvit, they don't do Divrei Torah. You know why? Because if you do Divrei Torah, you're going to light the Chanukah candles too late. This is the problem, So what they do is they go straight from Mincha to Arvit. Bach, 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 right? Yashar. Right? Why is that? Because you want to go and light the Chanukah candles on time. That's the thing. So that's why, on Chanukah, the minhag is we don't do Divrei Torah.
Okay, what if we're waiting for somebody to come before we light the candle?
Who are you waiting for? Mashiach? Who are you waiting?
My family.
Your family. You mean what? Your wife is working, let's say, right? Whatever. She's working.
My daughter want to come and we're going to light the candle.
This is a good question, Does your daughter live with you? Or she lives somewhere else? She lives with you.
Yeah.
Right. This is a good question, Let me try to give you some good advice with that, The truth is that even if you light the Chanukah candles on time, and your wife and your daughter are not there, they still yatsui dechovah, they fulfill their obligation, even though they're not there. So you can really, the truth is, you can light by yourself. You don't really have to wait for them, unless it's like, they're going to get upset. Your wife is going to get upset. It's going to be shalom bite problem. She wants to see the candles. Ba 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 ba. You know what you can do if she wants to see the candles? You know what you do? Give her a phone call, right, with a video, and let her see. Here you go, candles. Right? And say amen also, right? When I say the bracha. Mazal tov, chazak baruch. Right? You can do like that if you want.
Rabbi, when you keep family tradition and everybody see the lighting and everything, it keeps in the mind. If you do it a couple of times by yourself, they say, it's not important, we don't have to be there.
Well, I understand, but in the Chazal, they weren't so worried about this. What you're saying. The truth is, you're right. When it comes to children, to do chinuch with the children, little kids. You have to show them the Chanukiah. But, if they see it also on the phone, they're going to see, you see, Abba is lighting. Chazaka Baruch Abba. You're lighting the Chanukiah candles. And you know what they can do also? The children, when they come, they can also light, their own menorah. You know what I mean? Even though we don't do this Fardim, we do one menorah for the whole family. But just for the chinuch, sometimes we can allow them to do that. But the truth is, that it's up to you. If you want to wait until your wife gets home, you can do that. But the truth is, I can't tell you. It's your decision. I don't know. But there's no problem, halakhically speaking, to do and to show her, whatever, make her happy, right? And she doesn't have to be really there. She doesn't have to be there, So, I can't tell you, because the truth is, according to Rambam, you should know, according to Rambam, if you light late like this, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, lo yatzai dechovah, you didn't fulfill your obligation according to Rambam. You know what I mean? Too late already. Why? Because the Rambam says it has to be half hour only, when it gets dark. Right? Tzeta kochavim. That half hour, that's all the time you got, according to Rambam. That's the way it is,
But we can do it until midnight.
Well, midnight is not really the case, it's not really midnight. Let me explain to you, right? According to Rambam, after that half hour, lo yatzai dechovah, you didn't fulfill your obligation. But the Shulchan Aruch doesn't pass them like that. So Shulchan Aruch says, you can do also later, but that's b'diavad. It's not the chatchila. You know what I mean? So that's why, you want to do the mitzvah b'diavad, because to wait for your wife or to your daughter, I don't know. Depends, if there's a shalom bite problem, maybe you can do, your wife is going to get angry, there's going to be some problems,
Yes, it's like, they also feel that Chanuka came.
It's okay, you don't have to worry about that. The lighting on time is an important thing. But the truth is, nowadays, we have to say one thing, right, for sure. Nowadays, the time is not as important as it used to be before. Because before it was crucial, because that's when the people were in the street, pursuing Nisa. But now you're doing really for the family, So the truth is, if you wanna wait for them and makes you happy, and makes them happy, you can do, can't tell you, it's okay, But Zrizim Makdimim, the ones who are Zariz, they're quick, they're to do mitzvot, they do everything on time. You know what I mean? Okay, whatever, it's okay, this way is good, this way is good. It's okay. You'll be okay. You'll be all right.
So what is the time exactly
To the Kochavim, right?
No, but let's say now you're doing the Arvit. Now it's at the Kochavim already.
Yeah, right. So now it's too late. That's right. We have to do right. We have to move the Arvit. In Arvit earlier. We have to start at 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? Not 4:15. Too late for Chanukah. We have to move it. The truth is, we should move it now also. Because we're doing a little bit too late. The Arvit and the Mincha is too late, a little bit too late. We're doing after Shkia, which is not really the best time. We should move it up to 4. If everybody can come, If the rabbi agrees, right? Who am I? I'm nobody, right? I'm just, guest over here. I'm ani oreach, whatever. But the truth is, according to halakha, better to start at 4 o'clock, because we start anyway a little bit late, We start like 4:10, You know what I was, right? Patach Eliyahu, this, right? All kinds of things. Kaddish, right? Until we get moving, it's already, 4:15, right? If we're starting at 4. You know what I mean? So we're doing a little bit late. We do the Sephardi time, like late. We're late. We're not like Ashkenazim, everything on time, the second on time, We're not like the Germani, we're not Germans, whatever, right? We're not Yekis, whatever, right? So, okay, whatever, it's all good, Baruch Hashem. But anyway, on Chanukah, the truth is, it's better to do to finish the mincha before Shkia, and then at Shkia to do Arvit right away. No Divrei Torah, and then go right to light the candles right away. This is the best thing to do, Okay, whatever, it's all good, Bezrat Hashem. We'll be okay, we'll be all right. Either way, right? Everything will be good, Bezrat Hashem. But I'm just telling you the best way to do it. That's the best way. Okay. So now the question is like this, as we said, right? As we said yesterday regarding Shabbat, we said there's 2 times, Tzedek Kochavim, when it gets dark, according to the Geonim, according to Rabbeinu Tam. So which one should we do, right? Should we do like Rabbeinu Tam, 72 minutes? Maybe we should do like that. Why not? Maybe we should do like that. So what's the answer? The answer is, because Chanukah's derabanan, it's only rabbinical, so we do the earlier time. We don't have to wait till the later time. Rabbeinu Tam, you don't need that. There's no reason for that. According to Maran, by the way, he was going like Rabbeinu Tam, so he would tell you to light like Rabbeinu Tam, that's what he would tell you. But now, today, it's not the minhag like this, Minhag is to do like the Geonim. We do early. It's rabbinical, Chanukah's rabbinical. So we can do the early time. That's okay, that's fine, Baruch Hashem. Everybody does like that. Nobody waits for Rabbeinu Tam, for Chanukah. Who does that? Nobody does. You do like that, they're going to tell you, you crazy. You crazy. What happened to you? right? Something when, you got a few screws loose, nobody does like this today. That's the thing, it's not the right, it's not from the Torah. So we don't have to be so careful about that. Another thing I want to tell you, by the way, is that, when we have Yom Tov, right? So you have, in Chutz La'aretz, you have Yom Tov Sheni also, right? Second day of Yom Tov. Second day of Yom Tov is from the Torah or from the rabbis? From the rabbis, right? For sure, Derabanan, right? So therefore, what we said, regarding Shabbat, you should wait till Rabbeinu Tam to do Melacha, but Yom Tov Sheni is Derabanan, So therefore, Yom Tov Sheni, you don't have to wait for Rabbeinu Tam. 20 minutes after Shkia, also you can already do Melacha. Because it's only rabbinical the second day. So you have to know, right? When it's from Derabanan, when it's from the rabbis, we do like the Geonim. When it's from the Torah, we do like Rabbeinu Tam. This is a general rule, Pretty much, more or less, right? That's the proper way to do. So the same thing over here as well. So Hanukkah is the same thing, right? We don't wait till Rabbeinu Tam. Who does that? Nobody does this, So, okay, fine. But now, right, as we said, today it's not so important because there's always, you're doing it for your family, not really for the people in the street, So if you're going to be late, like you're waiting for your wife or whatever, it's okay. It's all right, if you want to. If that's your decision, whatever,
I don't think I'm crazy.
You're fine. You're fine. You're good. You're good, right? You want to wait for your wife. You want to wait for your family. It's okay, But the truth is that today, because it's not really so important to light on time, because you're doing it for your family, not for the people outside. So therefore, you can light a little bit later also. Let's say you're coming home from work. You're working, right? 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you come. You can light 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. No problem, Today, it's not really a big issue. Not like the Rambam. Okay, that's good. As we said, right, when is the last time that a person can light? Amud HaShachar, right? 72 minutes before, right, Netzach Hama, sunrise. Now it's 60 minutes. So now, right, today sunrise was 7:09, So that means Amud HaShachar is going to be like 6:10, So that's it, right? After that, you cannot light Chanuka candles anymore. 6:10, right? Today, this day. Same thing is going to be also next week, right? The week after. It's going to be almost the same thing. So that's the thing, So you got to make sure you light on time. Don't wait, Don't go to sleep and then say, I'll light it after I sleep. What do you mean after you sleep? Light it now. Where are you going? Where are you running to, right? Okay, Baruch Hashem. I just want to tell you one more thing, before we start our beat. That when you're lighting Hanukkah candles, you got to watch out. You got to be careful because there is sakana, there's danger involved. What is a sakana? Fire, it can start a fire in the house. Bajar, you have to be careful, We got to watch out for that. So, what does that mean? Don't leave the Hanukkah candles, go out, leave your house and leave the Hanukkah candles alone. Nobody watching it, This is dangerous. I tell you, sometimes they can fall, something can happen, and it starts a fire in the house. You know how many times there was a fire because of Hanukkah candles? Many, many times. So don't say, it won't happen to me. I'm okay, I know how to do everything. You don't know. What are you talking about, Just, if you're leaving, before you leave, just put it out. After half hour, you don't have to keep it light. You don't have to keep it lighting all the time. The mitzvah is only half hour. So once you light it, 1/2 hour, you can put it out, right? And you want to go out, to your friends, to your relatives, to dinner, whatever, right? So put it out. Don't leave it lit. There's no reason to. There's no mitzvah anymore. The mitzvah is only 1/2 hour. That's it, right? After you light it, half hour, gamarnu, right? Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen. רבי חנניה בן קדוש אומר, נעשה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכר ישראל, לפיכך הכיר בה להם תורה ומצוות שנאמר לו נחפש, למען צדקו יגדיל תורה וידיר.